In this video for Graphs Grade 9, we're going to have a look at how to determine the equation of a given straight line. The standard form for the equation of a straight line is y is equal to mx plus c, where m indicates the gradient and c the y value of the y-intercept. An increasing graph has a positive gradient or m value, and a decreasing graph has a negative m value. In both these examples, the c value is positive. And here we now have two examples where in both of them the c value is negative. So without any extra information, by just looking at a graph, we can determine whether the m and the c value is positive or negative. But to determine the specific values, we need points or coordinates on the graph. Here we now have examples where extra information is given on the sketch, and we are asked to determine the equation of each of the straight lines. In the first example, we can already say that because this is an increasing line from left to right, the m value will be positive. Looking at where it intersects the y-axis, we can also say that the c value will definitely be positive. And then here we know even more than that, and we can see that the y-intercept is at 1, which means that the c value is 1. So at the moment, we already know that the equation is y is equal to mx plus 1. Next, we need to determine this specific value for m. M is your gradient, and that is the change in y values, or the vertical change, over the change in x values, which is the horizontal change. If we start at the point minus 2, 0, we have a y value of 0, and we'll have to move up 1 unit to get to a y value of 1. Then, starting on the x values, we start with minus 2, and move 2 to the right to get to an x value of 0, and that means that our gradient is a half. And this means that the equation of this specific line is y is equal to half x plus 1. In our second example, we have a decreasing line, so we already know that the m value should be negative. This line intersects the y-axis at 0, minus 3, which means the c value is minus 3. So at the moment, the equation is y is equal to mx minus 3, and next we once again need to determine our m value or gradient. Here we're starting at a y value of 3 and moving 6 units down to get to a y value of minus 3. Then we start at an x value of minus 2 and move 2 units to the right to get to an x value of 0. So the simplified answer for the gradient is 3. And this means that the equation is y is equal to 3x minus 3. In example 3, we have a horizontal and vertical line. So you need to know that these are the exceptions and will not have an equation in the normal standard form. So for the horizontal line 3.1, we need to find the constant y value, because for a horizontal line, the y value never changes. So here the equation is simply y will always be equal to 2. Line 3.2 is similar. Here we now have a vertical line, and we need to find what the x value is that stays constant throughout. So the equation of line 3.2 is then x is always 3.